2025 Nationals has concluded, and we are finally back on the What in the World podcast East edition to go over everything that happened at the 2025 Nationals in beautiful Seattle, Washington. I am joined tonight, of course, by Chill Man. We're going to cover various topics from team winners, rosters, the reffing situation, the schedule situation. Everything will be covered as best we can. And of course, we have some ideas to replace a certain tournament with a tournament idea of our own. Stay tuned. It's What in the World East Edition. Let's get it. Hey, welcome in to What in the World East Edition. I, of course, am your host, Sully Ali Shaheed, joined by my main man, my partner in crime, the chill man, William Aaron Ola. What is going on, my friend? Welcome back.
Man, it's good to be back. I'm ready to bitch and complain like normal. We are on the mean edition. It wouldn't be without us just complaining. It wouldn't be right. So I'm glad to be back. I don't think we're gonna curse out a lot of people. Some of y'all kids might get cursed out. We'll kind of dive into that a little bit further. But yeah, man, I'm ready to talk 2025. I thought it was a fun year. I mean, before we really start complaining, but let's get ready to dive on in.
Hey, listen, man, there's going to be positive things that come out of the podcast, okay? We're not all negative. I think there's like a negative connotation in the community that we are just angry people, and we're not. We're actually some of the sweetest people in the community.
Yeah, I mean, to a point, like we're real nice, and then like some dumb shit happens. All right.
That we may or may not have to comment on.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, listen, we can be nice and mean. I think Jordan is a prime example of that, losing that A game and then kicking out the refs like it was our fault.
I mean, we'll get to the tournament recap here shortly, Chill. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But
he's a sweetheart, but
yeah, Jordan is an absolute sweetheart, but yeah, Dick at the same time.
Until they let Sam Kim walk it in for the game-winning layup.
Well,
our fault.
Well, we'll get there. Don't you worry about that. But like I said, this the East edition of the What in the World podcast. Of course, the sister bastard child program of What in the World by our friends in Seattle. If you haven't checked out their two podcasts since Nationals. They had the chef Luke on for their second show, and then of course their first one was recapping what happened in 2025. So I think that if you want a more in-depth breakdown of everything that happened in the tournament, I would tune in to them. If you want to hear our recap of it, of course, stay tuned to What in the World East Edition. But just make sure to check out What in the World, the OGs, as they like to call themselves, the OGs,
the nice edition, as we call it.
Yeah, the nice edition with the ones with the hearts and flowers.
I mean, I listened to both of those. They are so incredibly nice, and they treat their guests with like a lot of class. When we start getting guests, I don't know how it's going to go, but
well, Chef Luke has volunteered to be on the show, so anticipate Chef Luke coming on. Kyle Phillips has volunteered as well, along with Michael Langenfeld. So he will be a guest one day on the East Edition. So,
oh man, that's good, man. We got a list.
Oh yeah, we got some people that want to partake in the East Edition, which is pretty nice, man.
Yeah. Just remember, it's the keeping it real edition. Don't bring that nice shit over here.
Yeah, you got to keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I already put Luke on blast because he was asked to name off his fantasy roster of like people he would play with, and he left me off it. And I'm like, listen, I'm the one that made you. I'm the one that brought you here. Okay, you wouldn't be Chef Luke without Sully Ali Shaheed. All right, you just be Luke. And that's it. Remember where you came from, motherfucker. Remember that. Anywho.
You made him, huh?
Yeah, man. I made the moniker. I'm not saying. Hey, listen. Sometimes when you get a moniker, chill, that instills confidence in a
I've,
player.
I've had one my whole life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So like when you get blessed with a nickname, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, now I got expectations. Now I got to live
Yeah,
up to them. So it's like, he's got 2 banners now. He won the D banner without the moniker. And then he got the moniker, kind of got humbled the next year, and then came back strong and won a banner the following year. Like
yeah,
it's hard work,
yeah.
man.
I think John Hanson should take some notes.
Listen,
Motherfuckers,
did he get
motherfucker said I'm drowning in a goddamn pool. Fuck off! I swim, motherfucker.
Where did he get the Johnny Buckets moniker from? Was this at an invite? Is that what happened?
This was at an, I believe it was at an invite. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Well, did,
oh.
did I did I give him that nickname?
Who cares? Who cares who gave third place that nickname?
Hey, listen.
You're really
At
out here talking about third place?
you're right. I mean, hey, listen. He's making an impact on the community. Okay. And speaking of making an impact on the community, what did you think of post nationals Texas roast? How'd
It
you
was
how'd you like that one?
it was hilarious. I'll give him some credit there. He may not be cut out for this whirlyball stuff, but podcasting he should probably try.
I mean, I would not pay actual American dollars to listen to Mr. Buckets every day, but if he wants to be in them streets, I think he's got a nice career path in front of him. Him and
Oh
KB, they're,
yeah,
they're both
yeah.
absolutely
Well,
wonderful behind the microphone.
KB can actually play whirlyball, so he can stay. He's got a couple banners, so like, or a banner, so KB could stay. But
I listen. I will play Whirly Ball with John Hanson any day of the week. Okay, any
so,
day.
so you're coming in third. I thought you wanted to win.
I came in like 5th last year, chill. So
So
third place would have been pretty nice.
you want to go up 2 spots?
Yeah, man, move up a couple spots, claim that third best player on the
There.
third place team. I'm aiming for the Johnny Buckets Award next year, chill.
Is that
In
your
Michigan.
goal?
That's
Is that your
I
goal?
set my standards low, so when I exceed them, I'm that much more happy about it.
Should we put out odds for the Johnny Buckets Award? We'll need like a top 5 for odds.
Listen, we would need rosters beforehand, but
Oh, we
like
can
that
get
would,
we can kind of guess,
yeah, that's
or
true.
it gives people incentive to go back down to see.
For an award, like I'm not cut out for this B thing. Let me just go ahead and just drop back down, just
Yeah,
so I can claim third place, third best player.
hey, it might be worth it.
It might be worth it. It might be worth it. So yeah, man, the roast was entertaining. I really enjoyed it. There was some more Luke bashing on on that one,
God,
so that was fun.
God, man, he really hates Luke.
I think a lot of people secretly hate Luke, except me. I love Luke.
I
He's a
don't.
good
I never
guy.
played him. I haven't got to play him yet. I think I played him at an invite, but in a national setting, haven't got to play him yet. So
I played him obviously this year, and Luke is an asshole, by the way, because like his normal like we were playing him a couple times and he tried to shoot over me, and I'm about to send his shit back to fucking Minnesota, and he just gets this little homo shot, up to the freaking ceiling over me, and he's staring at me smiling the entire time as he's shooting it. So I'm just like, yeah, at least you know. At least you know.
you gotta learn how to get out the car, how to block it.
Well, the one time I guess I got out the car, I got called for an extension in game 1, so I stayed in the car the rest of the by a certain ref, which we'll talk about in a little bit. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah.
let's jump into a little recap, man. First of all, let's go to where it began. How was your travels in? How was the accommodations? How was everything leading up to the Whirlyball?
Yeah, I mean everything was cool. That was probably like one of the smoothest plane rides I've ever been on, truthfully. So travel was good. Took that whatever train thing, the system there, so got to avoid all that highway nonsense on Wednesday. So yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have that looked awful as we were going past it. So no man, trip was good. Hotel was good. I had no complaints about the hotel. I thought everything, was good. So I had no complaints about the, those types of items. So
Yeah.
all around, good trip, man. I can't really complain from a traveling standpoint.
Yeah, same. My plane rides were really nice, real smooth. All the pickups, drop offs were cool, no delays or anything. So that was cool. Finally got to go see the Space Needle with Jarrett and Big Jim. So that was a fun adventure. Got to check that off the Seattle list. So Space Needle was awesome. Everything I got to, experience within the city was great, except that fucking traffic. Holy mother of God. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
is there a city that we could visit that doesn't reek of bad traffic minus us? Like getting around in Cleveland is so easy, but
I
then
don't, I don't feel like have we really hit bad traffic in Texas? They do like 90 miles an hour there.
yeah, Texas is another good one. Yeah, you can fly in
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah. Texas is alright.
Novi is fine too.
Yeah. Novi is cool too.
Novi is easy money. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
all right, that's fair. So hotels great, traffic fucking sucks. But other than that, everybody seemed to, have their travel accommodations, correct, except, certain people that decided to come in a day later and miss a chunk of games and, whatever. And then, sandwich our schedule together. That was fun.
You
Um,
talking about yo teammate? Sounds like you talking about yo teammate.
I don't know if I'm talking about my teammate. Am I talking about my teammate? I could be talking about my teammate. Because I mean, Chili, you saw the games, you saw the footage. Okay, we played 3 games without freaking Rick. Won all 3, and like 2 of them were in dominating fashion. I mean, by like 25, 26 points. And all of a sudden, this man steps on the court, and every game we played was a 1.2 point game. Every game. Weird.
It sounds
Weird.
like you guys need to put the ball in the hole more.
Or, Chili, wait, hear me out. Hear me out. A replacement of a certain teammate gives us the opportunity to put the ball in the hole more.
Uh,
Oh my gosh. Well, I
I'm
guess we
just
can
so
get into the whirlyball aspect of it. Where do you want to start? You want to start up top, which is really down low, and just get unlimited discussions
well.
out of the
Do we
way?
want to talk? Do we want to cover like the center and how the tournament ran, and then we can kind of get into
Yeah,
the
I'm cool with
to
that.
to that? You
Yeah,
want?
we all know that Seattle is a tiny lunchbox of a center.
Yeah, I think an
And
actual lunchbox is bigger.
yeah, literally, the actual lunchbox is bigger than that
Yeah,
damn center. However, their next door business neighbor was gracious enough to grant more parking spots, so that was cool. A very nice accommodation. So that was helpful. Inside the center, um, you know what? I'm just gonna freaking say it. It was too many motherfuckers in there. Ain't no goddamn space already. And anybody that brought your little bratty ass kids, all right, and fucking clogged it up even more, pretending it was a goddamn playground, y'all all can fuck off. Okay? I understand. They want to see mommy and daddy play fucking whirlyball. I completely understand. There is a live stream for that. All right, you could put them on the big screen TV and have them play in their own little fucking living rooms. Okay, but to bring them all in there, I mean, every single person that had a freaking kid decided to show up at the exact same time. It ain't enough room for us. And everybody was like, bring the kids, bring the kids, bring the kids. Like, what? Come on, man. Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? What were we thinking? Someone tell me. What were we thinking?
Well, not only that, you also had like the older players visiting as well, and then they
Yeah?
brought their kids.
Listen, legends of the game.
Get a
Mike
pass.
Wall, Brian Crosby, like those guys are always welcome to come up and visit the Whirlyball. Okay. However, Cy, hey, what are you do? What are you doing here? Remember me? Yeah, I remember. No, I don't actually.
I remember him when he was supposed to play on our C team, and then he bailed, and then he showed up.
That's what I remember about Cy.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, remember he's supposed to play. Yeah, the year we got screwed. Yeah, he was supposed to play on our C team. He said, "Oh, I couldn't make it," and then that first day was literally there playing pickup games. Fuck, dude, you could go rot in hell.
Huh. That's why I vaguely remembered him.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you vaguely remember, like, why do I hate this fucking guy? That's why.
Huh. So he's the one that fucked us out of a C banner that year.
Potentially, yeah.
Essentially my ass. We all know what happened that year, Chili.
We do. We've kicked this dead horse enough, man. We've kicked it enough.
No. He is laying over there, all right, in a pile of his own fucking shit and flies, and I'm gonna keep on kicking that motherfucker, man. That experience in Seattle was ass.
It was bad for everybody. 2014 was it was terrible.
But fast forward to 2025, and I think the tournament was ran very well.
Great, yeah.
However, why are we always an hour ahead? Every day. Not 20 minutes. 20 minutes. A whole ass hour. So you already can't park. So it's like everybody get down to the center. It's better to run ahead, of course. Like you want to run ahead.
Right. But. I mean, I give, obviously kudos to Jay and Noah the tournament ran great as a whole. So I have no complaints there. The hour ahead or behind didn't really affect me because I was there every day as the center opened. So it didn't really affect me.
Nerd.
Hey man, I got games and then I got teams to coach. All right.
Nerd.
All right, you out there trying to coach Gary?
Fucking nerd. No, I'm not out there. No.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
I think James and I deserve a trophy for that.
I mean, we'll get to it when we go by divisions, but I mean, they played well. They came together.
They did. It's hard to win.
They came together.
It's hard to run. It's hard to win with a 2-man offense.
I mean, Timmy won like 3 times with a 1-man offense. So
he
had that hard?
Yeah, because he actually had people setting him screens.
He won D by himself. He won C by himself. He won fucking.
Well, what? I don't remember. You did say B. That's weird. I wonder who kept him out of that.
I did skip B. I did skip that. However,
yeah, couldn't win that by himself, could he? Big shot,
Mr. Big Shot,
Mr. Big Shot. Couldn't even get to the championship game in B.
Hey man, B was a tough year. You guys, home field advantage. A lot of tough C teams, especially the Seattle team that placed second. I mean that B team has a current A champion on it now.
It does.
Yeah.
The rest of his team wasn't allowed to play A, but he was.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, man. You could put anybody with Raphael and you'll win.
I mean, that's basically true at this point.
I think anybody with Raphael.
I think he should be a captain next year.
Raphael should be?
Yeah, he should be a Seattle captain. I don't know which one of the. Yeah.
I don't get into Seattle politics.
Yeah, I think he should be one of their captains. I think Gil should be in like the player pool.
Imagine. You got the first pick and you're just like. What are we doing here? Yes, quite.
I mean, as you did say on our other podcast, James was playing on Raph's team.
Everybody looked at me funny. Sully's being facetious. No, the fuck I wasn't. It's fucking Ralph's team, and he proved why. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he was the main. He was the main cast member, and the rest of y'all are just supporting actors. Okay, all supporting cast for Raphael's fucking show. All right.
They definitely they were definitely a unit.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
Uh,
before we get into the divisions, let's talk about. Let's talk. You know what? What you think of the food? What you think of the food?
it's center food. I don't. It was okay. It's just food. I'd rather pay less and get my own food, but like for what it was cool. I ain't gonna bash the food.
I admittedly appreciate everything Seattle did because they catered to the vegetarians and vegans. There was always a vegan option, and it was greatly appreciated the first year that was accomplished. And I am ecstatic through the moon about that. Not fucking George offering me salads, you know. Oh, we could have got you a salad. Bitch, I eat more than fucking salads. You see how big I am? You think this is all fueled by salad? But Seattle had that hooked up. So kudos on the food. Kudos
Yeah,
on the food.
I mean the food
I
was good. I really had no issues with the food. Food was cool. I mean, a lot of options for the food, that they put out. So no complaints here. I don't like paying, but I mean, I'm not mad that I had to pay for the food. I guess is what I'm saying. It was good.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I agree.
kudos to them for giving out the options with people that obviously have the dietary restrictions or their improved eating
Greatly
habits.
appreciative, and I am over the moon that somebody thought of a little old me and other individuals like me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so yeah, kudos to them. Tournament as a whole, again, it was great. They did a great job. See, like the actual tournament itself, I had no problems with. The cars were great, courts were great. Uh, so all of that, kudos to Seattle. Anybody that had a helping hand in that, again, thank you, much appreciated. Um, do we do we want to talk about a certain individual before we you know before we
Yeah,
kind of move on? Yeah,
yeah.
you want you want
Let's
to
just rip
start?
the Band-Aid off. You want to just rip the
Yeah,
Band-Aid off? Let's just rip the Band-Aid off.
yeah. I'll let you go. I'll follow your lead, my lord.
While I am appreciative of the time that a certain someone stayed in the ref stand, I know I don't want to do it all day. I think breaking up the teams to have certain blocks to referee is beautiful. It worked out perfectly. I don't have a problem with it. But this certain individual thought he was king shit, and he is not. Okay? So, Bo was a fucking problem. If you get a spotter and he makes a call, honor that call. Work the board, bro. Let us make the calls. That did not happen a lot of the time. And I'm not particularly happy about it. And I know there was some scorekeeping mistakes throughout the tournament. There was some controversial calls or non-calls throughout the tournament. And yeah, next time we want to get a catch-all referee, make sure the referee is what's that word I'm looking for? Chill. Good at refereeing. So maybe next time we go to Seattle in a few years, Bo can stay his ass at home. Okay? We good with that? Are you good with that?
I'd be I'd be very good with that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, again, like he said, very appreciative of the hours that he soaked up in the ref stand. However, um, like he said, we have spotters. Spotters are there to make calls. Like he said, you honor those calls.
Period.
Just run the board, bro, and that way you can stay up to date on the score, the key, the 30. Spotter is there literally to spot and help you with the key. Um, but again, just don't be so emotional in the ref stand.
Yeah, right. That's another, yeah. It'd be so damn emotional.
I will also suggest that when you get removed out of said ref stand, you need to watch what you say and how you say it, especially when your city's team loses. And you kind of need to watch how you say it. Now, again, I think he was fair. What you say and how you say it could be taken in a very bad way, especially when there was four of us around it and we all shot you the same look of like, did he just fucking say that? I won't say what he said here. If you want to
I no
message
need,
me,
I no need to
you want to
say it.
message, you want to message me on the side, and I'll break it down there. But again, I think I'm just going to state I think he was fair throughout the tournament. He called. I know he called calls on Seattle. He took points away from Seattle. I know in the game where Barrett's team lost to Sam and them, they had points, and then points got taken away because he didn't listen to his spotter. So there was that mass confusion. But I think I have no issues with Bo. It's just if Bo's there next time, just run the board, bro. Just run the
Run the
board.
board. Run the
Run the
board.
board, man.
Hey, remember when we you and I used to work at Whirlyball, and if we were on the schedule with either Mark Norris or Mark Ratcliffe, we knew they were in the stand, but
Yep.
we knew that we weren't getting any tips like at all that day because they weren't good refs.
Yep.
They were plotting in the stand and just taking up the hours.
Oh yeah, it was
That was Bo.
terrible.
That's Bo.
It's
If
taking
you
up
and
the
I
hours.
wanted to make money, we needed to get in the fucking stand. And we are like, hey, listen, either you put me on the second court or you kick one of those marks out of the fucking stand.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm doing and I want to make some damn money today. So just like this situation, there's a lot of quality reps in Whirlyball. He may be the bottom tier of them. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at
Yeah.
that.
Again, man. Again, kudos for sucking up the time and doing something that a lot of people at that center will absolutely refuse to do. Um, just next time, just don't be emotional and run the board.
Hey,
Run the
chill.
board.
I got one more complaint.
Okay, I'm here.
I got one more complaint. Not about Bo, about
Okay.
whoever the hell. Because remember, a lot of us were in a closed space. A lot of hugging, fist bumps, handshakes.
Oh, I know what you're going to talk about. I think
All of us got sick. All of us.
that was Joe's fault, right? Essentially, are we going to
No,
blame
it
Joe Tiffany?
started with Joe, but I don't know if Joe's the one that passed it. However, if he
It's
had
probably
a sliver
it was
of
probably one of
illness
his
left,
kids. It was probably one of his kids.
well, someone brought that shit in, and then Anthony caught it, brought it back to the hotel.
Oh
I
no,
caught it.
I
You
caught it
caught it.
first. Yeah.
Sean caught it.
Oh
Jared
yeah.
caught it. We were all fucked. Jim caught it.
I'm
We were
pretty
all
sure
fucked.
a lot of people caught it. I know Beckett wasn't feeling great. There was
Yeah,
a lot of
Beckett
people
was
there.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was yeah, the first 2 days, like Thursday and Friday, I felt like dog shit on the court.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
this is
felt it.
great.
I finally caught it on the way home. I mean, you can listen back to like the commentary I did. I had no voice. And it wasn't because of screaming on the court. It's because I fucking caught whatever was going around.
Yeah, I did some light commentary. I want to say it was maybe Thursday. I maybe Thursday or Friday. I think it was Thursday. And like you could just hear my voice. You can hear me just trying to. I'm struggling to breathe. But yeah, whoever brought in the sickness, you can go to hell. Again, I don't know if that was Joe Tiffany. Again, I love him.
Right. We love you, but you
But if
fucked us
you,
all up.
yeah,
Because I brought it
so
home. And I got my girlfriend sick. And that was great. So I had to hear that for a week. And it was whatever.
yeah,
Anyway, that's my last
yeah,
complaint. That's my last complaint.
yeah, yeah. Mass virus outbreak at the center.
Right? At least Michigan's a lot more wide open. So like I could stay the hell away from people.
Yeah, right.
Oh man. So you ready to recap the tournament a little bit?
Yeah, let's recap.
Let's start with the tournament that no one gives a shit about. Unlimited. Seattle won.
Shocker.
Is that it?
Seattle won.
We good?
Yeah, you'll never guess. You'll never guess what happened. Seattle's floater took Ben Heisel to school. Nobody saw that coming. Now, to Michigan's credit, to their credit, they did play well in Game 2.
Yeah, the game 2 was exciting. I will admit.
Game two, admittedly, was good. Game 1, not so much. Although, like Michigan caught momentum, I'd say in the second half of Game 1.
Yeah.
Because I think they definitely. I don't know if you want to say they outplayed them, but they definitely outscored them. I think. But yeah, unlimited, cool. Way to go, Seattle! You are now like 50-0 at home.
Yeah, like I said, Baby Shaq, took over. Or Barrett, Baby Shaq did his thing.
He's Dwight Howard. He'd be Dwight Howard, right? He ain't Superman because that's still Wall at this point.
Oh yeah, you're right. Mike Wall
Yeah.
is the OG Shaq. You're right.
Oh yeah. He's
You're
like
right.
that last performance in Seattle where that was like 03 Shaq, Mike Wall, 2019.
Legendary.
Dominant.
Probably one of the greatest Whirlyball performances I've ever witnessed in my life.
When Clint Fisher walks off the court questioning his literal life, and he's looking at Christie, he basically had a tear in his eye. Like he's like,
"What do I do? What do I do?
This isn't fucking
Whirlyball.
This isn't fucking Whirlyball out here. What do we do? Help! Help me!
Although
they certainly could have used them.
Help me! No, but the controversial thing for me, even before that tournament started, was why Clint Fisher was left off that team.
Maybe we need a Michigan representative to talk about that.
You know what? You're probably right. I'm gonna.
Timmy's not afraid. Timmy, get on the podcast. And don't give us the political answer of it was to a vote. Come on, so give us the real answer.
Hey, yo, man. As much as I love Timmy, I don't want to talk to that motherfucker on a podcast. I'm good.
No, you don't like him?
Oh no, I love him. I don't want to talk to him. There's a difference.
I could talk to him. You can put him on mute.
Yeah, I'll go take a break.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. If Timmy wants to come on a podcast one day, by all means, but please, more than welcome.
Or Johnner. If Johnner wants to come on.
Johnner would be a great guest.
Dope. He would be.
Johnner would be a great guest.
We might not be the podcast for him. He's so nice.
I think he would break out of that a little bit.
Maybe.
I think he would break out of it a little bit.
He's nice.
Because I've seen. Hey, listen. Remember last year in Chicago when that motherfucker got mad on the court during the Unlimited games or something? I think it was Unlimited. That motherfucker was pissed, and he went to work when he got pissed. So that's the genre that I need on the podcast.
Or when Johnner, I know Johnner would get mad at old Billy Tiggert.
Yeah,
playing against them. Yeah.
That'd be a good time.
That'd be a good time.
That'd be a good time. Johnner, if you're out there, because I know you are, I know you listen to the podcast. Come on. Yeah. Give us a date and time. Come on.
I mean, Seattle still wins, but I think Clint would have been the move. Of course, it's all in hindsight. Clint definitely would have been the move, right?
Of course, hindsight is 20/20. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything else fun we need to say about Unlimited?
No.
Okay.
No.
Let's go down to the D division. Who was the team that claimed victory in D?
All right. So in D, we had the only stands. Alex Peck.
Yes.
Kyle Vaughn, James Reed, Grant Kramer, and Kelsey.
It's a good
Only
team
stands. It was a
because
good team.
they were coached by Stan.
Stan.
I just
I
kicked
just
Stan.
kicked Stan.
I mean, what a great choice of a coach, first of all. And from the limited games that I saw and commentated, the tournament was overall super competitive. So
Yeah,
I
man.
enjoyed watching those games.
Yeah, man. The D tournament was cool. I had again coaching the other team in it, of course, but yeah, man, D was exciting as it normally usually is.
Yeah, D always
Um,
puts on a good tournament. It's always
I mean,
fun.
ultimately, I think that team did have the best player in D, which certainly helps. Uh, again, I believe it would have been Kyle. Man, that guy knew how to drive the cars. He's tall,
Yeah,
played both ends,
yeah.
man. So he definitely would get the MVP for D. So
Yeah.
kudos to that young man. Hopefully he travels. Hopefully he gets that itch. So, but yeah,
I mean,
again,
once you win
kudos.
something, that itch, you
Yeah,
gotta scratch that itch.
yeah. Like Luke's got that itch. The itch for John Hanson is probably non-existent, but
It's probably turned into a venereal disease at this point.
yeah, he probably needs to see the doctor for it for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, but kudos to them. Again, I'm sorry for the Texas D team. I know they lost their best player. They unfortunately got stuck with Josh. Our apologies. Uh, we're sorry. Um,
We're sorry.
we're so
We're
sorry.
sorry.
We're sorry. I mean, that was Snowy's choice. D team, y'all blame it on Snowy. If you were unhappy about the selection, I know I would have been.
Damn. The
You
Hirschman is very fun to play with. Just, it's hard to be run two tournaments and be thrust into like a pseudo leadership role too. So it's got to be tough, man.
No, I mean,
But
again, we're sorry.
what about that makeshift Tri-City All-Stars team?
That was coached by Gil and I.
Yeah, man.
They,
Old
they
young Owen Gill
the old
made himself
Sean
some
Morad
friends in Sean Morad and Ty.
and
Yeah,
Ty.
man.
Yeah. I
Gonna
mean,
come
that was
on up
probably
to Cedar Point and hang out with him. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that was probably one of the more hilarious points of the tournament. After their first game, they got rocked by 20, and Noah took them into a back room, into a dark alley, and established that it was Ty's team. Um,
He did. He
He
did.
did. So that was good. No, man, kudos to them. They did the best they could. Shout out to Bob, old Bobo, as we were
Oh,
calling him.
Bobo!
Bro, uh, I mean, to his credit, when we kind of got him on the same page, and we did ask him to play a little bit of defense in transition, he did the best he could.
hmm
Uh, shout out to Gary Lung. You know,
hmm
he played the best he could. You know,
But that's good.
played the best he could. Shout out to Ty for trying to rally the team together and coach the best he could. Something that he's definitely not used to.
Oh
And then
no, he never had to do that at home. Never
no,
will.
and then again Owen and Sean basically just kind of getting yelled at by James and I. So kudos to those boys. But no, man, they play great. Unfortunately, it's hard to kind of win when you're only running a 2-man offense. But I mean, they certainly did the best they could. So
Made it
kudos.
very, very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Yes, they did. So kudos to the boys. I know Owen had the itch. That man was dying to play after the tournament was over.
Oh yeah, he was
Obviously,
ready to get back out there. He's like, turn the
yeah,
damn courts on.
yeah. So and then obviously Ty and Sean, they were at practice yesterday. Well, Sean played a couple games, and then his fingers hit the blisters from golf, and his fucking back hurt. Motherfucker, you are like 16 years
Oh,
old. How the fuck do you have?
oh, poor
Oh,
guy.
my
Oh,
back
poor man.
hurts. Dude, get out in the fucking
Oh.
whirlyball car and play. I got blisters. I got blisters from too much golf.
Yeah, well,
You
shout out to
you
Ty.
out.
He showed up. put in
Yeah,
some
shout out
work.
to Ty. You know, that's why Ty got the fucking captain spot.
Damn right.
Yeah,
Damn right.
damn right. But no,
All right,
man,
let's move
that
on
team's
up
cool.
to C, man, which was claimed by Minnesota's own Whirly Sirs. So congratulations to them. Played a hell of a tournament, number 1 seed, and
Yep.
ran the table.
Yeah, Whirly Sirs, we got Luke, John, Alex, Chris, and Tyler. And Tyler, I do believe was like a last minute fill in. Had never played nationals before, so I don't know how all you see teams fucked that up, but congratulations to Minnesota.
Might have had a hand in that. might have had a small hand in that, but whatever. It's fine.
It's all right.
So should we talk about them a little bit, or should we talk about the third place team?
I
Or
think we
should we
should
talk about the team that was supposed to run the table? There's so
yeah,
much to talk about and see.
yeah. I think we'll give the Minnesota boys their flowers first. Let's give the boys their flowers, man. They play great. I had the luxury of reffing the C final. It was a great final between them and Chicago. So again, kudos to the Chicago team because they did play well come tournament time, coming out of the losers bracket. So again, kudos to Chicago before we go tear them down. Again, they played. Minnesota played great. Shout out to Kyle for coaching them. Welcome to B. It'll be fun if y'all decide to play B. I know you guys said that's the plan, but obviously things could change. But man, yeah, welcome to B.
Yeah, I hope they roll out and B. I really hope they do. I hope they keep
I think
their
they
core
should. I
squad
think they
together.
should.
And yeah, I agree, 100%.
I think they should. I mean, if it's better for their center for them to split up, then obviously you do what's best for your center. But fucking play B.
Yeah, just fucking play B. Damn
Fucking play
right,
B, bro.
you earned it. You earned it. Get
I
on
mean,
out there.
play B, and then obviously with Nationals being in their center, or maybe not necessarily their center because it'll be at the bougier one.
Yeah,
But play B, get a year of B under your belt, and then win it at home.
damn right. Damn right. Yeah, I like that. Do we have anything negative to say about Death by Taco, or just the fact that
Well,
the
I mean,
fortune
they
didn't
were
come to
going.
fruition
I mean, they were going. Remember, they were going undefeated, and then lost to the no practice C team at our center.
in the first game?
First game.
Out the chute. I'm literally driving from the airport, and you text me, and I just start dying laughing.
Yeah.
Like, come on. At least give us an interesting run.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was none of those guys who said it. Their coach
Correct.
put a lot of extra pressure on them, like he should. Just damn to lose the first game, like come on,
Come on,
man,
come on,
man.
I think it was decided on the Seattle podcast that the third best player on the third best team that gets the Johnny Buckets Award was gosh, why can't I remember his name right now? The young man from Minnesota, Brady. Yeah, I think you're gonna give it to Brady, and I think I agree.
So we're not gonna give John Hanson his own award.
He's not the third best player on the team, arguably.
Thinking about
arguably, I think that's Brady.
So is John better than Brady, or is he below Brady?
I think he's better than Brady.
So, okay.
I mean, Chili, he might have a spot in a certain top 10 list that's going to come out soon. So I'm just saying.
I mean, how could I forget?
You can't be top 10 in all of Whirlyball and not be one of the best players on your own team.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing.
Saying.
It's kind of embarrassing to maybe make a top 10 list and you're still in C, or it's a detriment.
Could be.
I mean, we'll see. Stay tuned. Spoilers,
right? Spoilers.
Spoiler.
But no, I think everyone played well in that division. I mean, no real qualms about it. I think I commentated the playing game between the young ladies from Chicago. What was it? Frank and Beans and Nina's team, Untouchables, I do believe.
Yeah.
Man, that was one of the most exciting games I've ever commentated in my life. That was so fun to watch. It's the battle back and forth and big shot after big shot and defensive stand after oh man, that was the best playing game I've ever seen. And then when Frank and Beans won, it was just like you can just tell this is like this elation, this excitement that was on their faces, man. It was so freaking cool. They played so well in that damn game. It was awesome. So if any minus the championship game, which I was checking out at the hotel, but that game was probably the most exciting game that was in that C tournament. Arguably.
Yeah. I mean, again, shout out to them. Again, that was a great game. I do remember vaguely watching that game.
Oh man, if you do yourself a favor and go back on YouTube and watch it, courtesy of the Whirly Freak. But yeah, go back and watch it, man. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch, man. It was a great game.
Yeah, I mean, again, C again, to me, C was uber competitive. So I think all around it was a solid division. Again, I think any team that finished realistically within the top, I don't think people were separated by a ton of games. 1 through 4, 1 through 5. So
in seeding, no, it was all about one game.
It was all about who got hot at the right time. But yeah, shout out to Minnesota. It'll be interesting to see what Chicago does, finishing in second. Do they move up to B? Do they go back? Interested to see because they'll have some D guys moving up. Obviously, you got the other Chicago team with the, Frank and Bean and stuff. So, interesting.
And they'll be in cars that they're semi-familiar with as well. So when we go to Michigan,
that'll help. So
it's a big help. It's a big help.
Kudos to them.
All right, well, let's move on up to B. Moving on up. No, B was claimed by the Stick Jockeys. The Stick Jockeys.
We got Devin Brown, Rob Vaughn, Brandy Jones, Chris Banlow, and Nathan Dahl.
Oh, baby doll. That's what they got to fucking don't look like a goddamn baby to me.
Don't ever say that again. That was embarrassing.
Baby doll. That's what they call him. Baby doll. His last name's Doll. And it's not spelled anywhere close to the word doll.
I'm just calling him fucking Nathan or Champ. Call him Champ.
Baby doll. Baby doll. Listen, man. I'm disappointed. An old chill squatch didn't come through.
I needed for my own selfish reason. Reason, I needed that fucking team to win for my own selfish reasons.
Are you allowed to discuss those selfish reasons?
There's a certain individual on that team who is on a team that he doesn't even remember that he's on, but we need him to get more A experience. This might come back up in a topic of conversation later in this podcast, but it'd be nice to get him some fucking experience. All right. No, I mean, like, so truthfully,
your team.
Yeah, we'll get him into shape, but no, I mean the B championship game was a really competitive game as well. I would advise anybody to go back and watch that game as well if you didn't get to see it. It was a really good game. There was a clutch 3 in there by Mr. Rob Vaughn, I do believe, hit a very clutch 3 to kind of put it away a little bit. So, no, man, the B championship game, man, those Chill Squatch, there was a lot of heart out there. So I think a lot of those guys, man, I think those guys are going to come back ready to go from Michigan, depending on who's traveling. But B was cool. I thought Miami played great, in the tournament. Of course, we did have,
Why did all of a sudden they play a little better, Chill? Why?
Because Nana's 105 fucking years old. That's why. All right. I'll say it.
What that got to do with me? So you're saying that they got a small upgrade come tournament day?
I don't think it mattered who they took. It was going to be an upgrade. I don't think that's a wrong assessment.
Regardless, they played well.
They played well, man.
And it was exciting to watch. It was exciting to watch.
It was
That's for
great,
sure.
man. It was great, man.
Yep.
Miami played great. MVP of that team, I believe, was Carl. I thought Carl played out his mind, man. So
Then they get to A, man. And again, shout out to the Outlaws Lifetime Achievement Award. So
yes, sir. Yeah,
congratulations
so
to them.
shout out to the Outlaws. Yes,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah, make sure you get your Outlaws hat signed because they are Whirlyball royalty now. So kudos to them.
Yeah, kudos to them. I think it would have been cool if they could have had more of their team here. Again, I'm just
Yeah.
being selfish, but it was a nice touch on the weekend for them. I thought they had a great weekend, truthfully, as a whole.
Excellent. Actually, I agree. 100%. 100%. And A was claimed by, of course, whoever played with Raphael. So I don't care who's on that team. You don't even need to say the roster.
I'm gonna say the
Raphael's team. Raphael's team won
team.
A.
So Raphael carried Brad Oakey, he carried Noah, he carried Jordan, and he carried Gil. He carried 3 unlimited champions. So shout out to him.
So in 2025, who are the 5 best Seattle players
of all time?
Raphael,
No.
Raphael, Raphael, no. Raphael, and Raphael, because he spits hot fire. I'm just saying. Like I said. And now a signed jersey of his is immortalized in my den right over there. So thank you, Raphael, for giving me that. That was it meant a lot. It meant a lot to me. Like it meant everything to me. So thank you for that. I think the conversations that you and I had by having the pleasure of sitting with Mr. Gill at the banquet was awesome. A lot of insight on some things.
Yeah, that was cool. I definitely appreciated sitting with James at the banquet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, James, for letting us for entertaining us throughout that time. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so shout out to James for that. No, A as a whole, I mean, I think A was competitive. Obviously, you had the 3 Seattle teams were 1, 2, and 3. At that point, the Michigan 3-1-3 team with Timmy, Clint, Sam, Driscoll, Dave. That team was 4. We were 5, and then kind of just a mixture of the other teams below. But hey, shout out to Chicago for giving it the old try. They got a welcome to A moment, so they'll, they took their beatings. They also, I mean, they won some games, man. So again, kudos to them. We had a very close game with them. I low key, I hit a game winning 3 against them. It was luck. It's basically
sitting next to your mother during that game.
I'm sorry.
I thought she was gonna knock my ass out the seat.
I'm sorry.
As soon as that bitch left your hand, I was like, "Oh boy, that's good." And then bang, and she fucked.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you for that.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's my son. That's chili.
I'm sorry. She can go into that. She can go into that kids discussion of like leave your moms at home. I'm sorry. She took up space.
Leave your mothers at home. Leave your children at home. Just let us play fucking whirlyball.
Yeah, I mean, so A was cool. Obviously, we had our own little, not controversies, but obviously then you had, when it came down controversy, with the top 3 seeds being Seattle, they, they were arguing that the 3rd seed got the best spot. That way they could pick what, thing in the bracket they wanted to be in. Just so much bitching out of them 3. This fucking play, man. I think one reasonable idea I had. I think ultimately, if you want to solve that issue, I think if the one seed just wants to say, "Hey, just play where you're seated," I think they should have that option. So
Sure.
they could either pick their seed, or the one seed can play like, "Listen, we're just going to play where everybody's seated, and you go on your way." So it still gives us something to play for. So that way, teams aren't wanting to play against one another. But again, that's a Seattle problem. They can fuck around and find out on their own. Um, so
Facts.
and then getting booed out of the ref stand. Holy
uh,
shit!
I wonder if a certain Joquette had something to say about that. Heaven forbid a Michigan or fucking Seattle team loses for some reason, and here comes Tom swinging his big fucking around.
Yeah, I mean, again,
And
if you
then
go
had the
back,
nerve, to ask y'all to get back in the rep stand. And
yeah,
then
it was,
Anthony casually told him to basically fuck off.
yeah, as he should have. And I politely told him no because I didn't want to take Jordan out of the game if I would have made a call. Because if I would have made one call, Jordan would have been fucking furious. And maybe rightfully so. Um, but no, I mean, like if you go back and watch that game, because like they were bitching about like the clocks, you go back and watch it, man. Key was on, clocks were good. Like
I
I
have
call,
no doubt.
yeah, I missed like truthfully, like I will admittedly I missed one call. I think Clint was on Raphael's hand, and I missed that call. But other than that, like
Mhm.
it's like
I'm willing
they,
to bet Raphael made the shot anyway because he's fucking Raphael.
I mean,
Mm.
Jordan apologized after the fact. So again, it's all in good fun. But I mean,
Yeah,
if they would have lost, who would have known what would have happened? But again, we're just over here. And kudos to the Michigan team as well for
played their ass off,
yeah,
man.
they played great. So they played great that whole tournament. Kudos to them. Um, I will give a little bit of kudos to Atlanta. Atlanta played well on tournament day. I mean, for a bunch of guys that looked like they were going through it, Thursday through Saturday. I mean, if you want some good laughs, go back and watch some of the Atlanta games and just watch Kyle Phillips have mental breakdowns. You- Like, dude, they're great, man. Dude, like he may not do it with his voice, but you can look at this man's face and
His
like,
mannerisms are just.
dude, his mannerisms were hilarious. So if you want a good laugh, go back and watch them.
All right, we're approaching the 1 hour mark. 2 minutes on the banquet. Go. Thoughts.
Banquet was good. It was good for me. I have no complaints.
I guess we need to, of course, congratulate, the only sport that inducts Hall of Famers who are in their prime. Joe Tiffany, the new Hall of Famer. Once again, the only sport that does that, which is weird and needs to be revisited. But he's a great player, and obviously deserves it.
Yeah,
However, he's going to be playing for 20 fucking years, and he's already in the Hall of Fame.
yeah. Again, yeah. Joe deserves to be there. Like Jeremy, even the year before, deserves to be there. Um, like you said, it makes really no goddamn sense. Um,
Oh, just this in from the NFL. Patrick Mahomes is in the Hall of Fame. Has been inducted. Oh wait, he's still playing. Still, still plays the game. Wait,
yeah,
he's still in his prime.
I think we
He's
could
still
have
really
a
good.
I think we could have a whole podcast on the Hall of Fame, which we probably need to do at some point.
Huh.
Um,
Hmm.
I mean,
No, LeBron
I mean,
James has been elected to the NBA Hall of Fame. Still playing?
still playing.
Still playing? That's that's
I wouldn't actually
that's
have a
weird.
problem if they put LeBron in now. I don't think I'd really have a problem with it.
I mean, if he's like on his like farewell tour,
Right,
okay,
right.
okay. But we're
Joe,
still talking about this dude being one of the highest paid players in the NBA, and still putting up triple doubles every damn night. Like, come on.
right, yeah. So
So
again,
let's
Joe,
be patient.
like you said, Joe's probably playing for another 20 years, 15, 20 years at least.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So but again, it's not a slight to Joe because he deserves to be there. He had a great speech. So
I know it
again,
was cute. It was cute. I
it
like to
was good,
see.
man. It was a good speech. He was trying to hold back the tears. This man
It
gave
came
me
from it
grief.
came from the heart.
This man gave me grief for having tears when I had to present my dad with the Lifetime Achievement Awards. He was giving me grief, and he's over here trying to hold it in. He's lucky he got those hugs.
Bitch,
Those hugs saved him.
punk bitch, getting all emotional and shit.
Yeah.
Ho.
So
But
true.
yes, congratulations and everybody that was involved with putting together the banquet, the place, location, everything. Everything I thought was great. And again, thank you to James Gill, who gave us the pleasure and honor of speaking with him throughout.
Yep.
That banquet. That
Yeah.
was nice. That was nice.
Yeah. We had a lot of good, healthy conversations with James.
That was worth the
James,
price of admission for you and I.
yeah. I don't even need the food at that point. About the game of Whirlyball, where it's potentially going, and then
Mm-hmm.
we discussed the Hall of Fame with James too. So, um, I think
And we basically shut him down, didn't we?
we basically did. I mean, James kind of agreed with us, so
What no kinda.
yeah,
What no kinda.
he really had nothing. But
But
we'll
again,
talk.
another discussion, right, for another
Yeah,
whole another
for another
podcast. You're
time.
absolutely right.
Yes,
Absolutely
sir.
right. Chill. I think it's time to have some fun. Listeners, if you made it to the 1 hour mark in the podcast, thank you. We greatly appreciate it. No matter what platform you're listening on or watching on, if you're on the old YouTube, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to my little channel. That's where all the Whirlyball content will be uploaded to. Go over to the Whirly Freaks channel. Make sure you subscribe to his to watch everything Nationals related from streaming over there. And make sure you go listen to Mark Money Mills, Noah, and Steve on the OG edition of What in the World. And of
Yeah,
course, the Chicago Boys. And if you haven't listened to The Roast by one John Buckets and KB, go listen to that. It's a lot of
yeah,
fun, a lot of Whirlyball content to consume. So make sure you
yeah,
do all the things.
yeah. Make sure you give everybody a like, a follow, a share, a comment. Go do all those things, man. It's a lot of hard work by everybody. So make sure you just give them a little bit of love.
Hell yeah. So if you're done with the Nationals recap, thank you. You can get the hell out of here. But if you want to know Chill and I's thoughts on a potential national replacement for Unlimited, if not in addition to the Unlimited tournament, stay tuned because we have a healthy discussion coming up about what we can do to spice up the Whirlyball community. So if you're here for that, keep on listening. If not, we appreciate your time and we'll see you
Yeah,
on the next one. So, Chill, you and I came up with the idea, along with some contributions from some other people, about some fun ways to spice up the tournament and some creative ways to have other players from other centers kind of collaborate into a competitive environment or a tournament setting. So, we've listed several pairings of tournaments or tournament teams that we could introduce in a national setting. Okay.
yes, sir.
So, and some of them could be extended because remember that I think, was it Clint that mentioned how many father son pairings that we had?
I think he said like 17 is what the
That's,
number
that's a lot.
was.
That's a
It is
lot.
a
And I
lot.
saw a couple pictures and. So we figured why not have a game between the father sons in a tournament setting?
I think
So
we
there's
also
a
had,
lot of options.
I think we have to stress that we are trying not to double dip out of the categories.
Trying, trying, trying.
Trying.
There's one category that unfortunately will be forced to double dip, but we may be able to get out of that. So underneath the link of the video or the
Yeah.
podcast link, make
Yeah.
sure if you fall into one of these categories that were not mentioned, please make sure to leave a comment below.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's essentially it's the Whirlyball version of the census.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
we
If I forgot you were married to a whirly baller, if I forgot you were a sibling of a whirly baller, if I forgot you were dating a whirly baller, if I forgot that you're actually black and don't seem black, you need to let me know. If you are Asian or Latino, and I didn't include you in these teams, you need to let me know.
If you have siblings that we didn't know that were playing, let us know.
Let me know. Let me know. So, let's start with father, son, and here's the roster I constructed.
Okay.
Now, feel free to substitute, okay? Because this one has some options.
All right.
So, the father team would be represented by Eric Schrader, John Weber, James Gill, Clint Fisher, and Gary Long. Meaning the Suns team will be Ty Schrader, Jaron Weber, Owen Gill, Caleb Fisher, and Dalton Long. Now, there are options, okay? We can make substitutions. Because, remember, you two, being yourself and your brother Anthony, they're out. Because you have another game to play in.
Yeah, we have the best. So, we have the primetime game to go play in.
Billy O can't be represented on the father team. Now, if you would like to substitute Rick Morad and Sean Morad, you can.
Okay.
And I think and I'm missing the DeWitts, right?
Yes, the DeWitts, correct.
So the DeWitts can be subbed in on this team. So, but what do you think of this proposition right here? Would that be a competitive father-son game?
Oh, dude, that's fathers all day.
I mean, it's got to be fathers all day, right?
That's fathers all day. James ain't losing to his son. Are you kidding?
But remember, we have Gary.
It doesn't matter, bro. You know how many terrible people James has probably carried the A titles. He's been doing it like he carried Gary.
Listen, I just want one time Dalton to shoot around James Gill.
You think James is playing defense? Come on now, James is picking.
Oh yeah, I got to look at that roster.
James is picking.
Yeah, Weber's playing defense. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you got Weber and Clint back there.
Oh, that's the fathers would have a good run in that tournament. Now that I think about it,
not until they face one of the sibling teams, and then they got Gary. They need to sub. They would need to sub.
They need a DeWitt. They need Justin DeWitt.
I think they would need DeWitt by far.
DeWitt?
God, Ricky.
Okay.
Yeah, they need DeWitt for sure.
Okay, I'm with that. Okay, so tell us in the comments what you think about the father-son team. All right. Then we're gonna move on. All right, wait, what you got any other comments about that before we move on?
No, the fathers are winning that game.
Because we got to talk about seeding. We got to talk about seeding after. Okay.
Well, we know. Let's just put it into perspective. We'll get the primetime game. We'll get to, but those are the top two seeds.
You're talking about the older, younger?
Yeah, we're technically the top.
Well, no, because you would have to play the first game.
Oh,
so one of y'all going to losers.
Oh yeah, well, I feel bad for whoever has to face one of those teams on the losers.
Because I mean, let's say they're at the top of the bracket, right? And then the Suns get destroyed, which they would.
Yep, they would.
That means that younger, older team, if they're on that side of the bracket, have to face.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Them boys are getting taken to the fucking shed.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about it. Older, younger, in the primetime game. Older sibling, younger sibling.
Yeah.
Okay, older siblings on my roster, and tell me if I'm wrong, are represented by Anthony Ola, Eric LaPlante, Brad Dobies, Barrett Davis, and oh gosh, I'm missing one. Who's the other one?
Are we double dipping the Willises?
Oh yeah, that's why I left them off. The Willises. That's right.
Correct. So it'd be Caleb.
So again, that'd be Caleb or Kalen. So if there is another sibling duo in Whirlyball that I don't know about, please comment down below so I can not use the Willises in this game.
So we do have two siblings that we could. It depends if you want to pull siblings out of retirement.
Talk to me.
All right. So we have the Huffmans, Jordan and Colby.
Okay.
And then I hit Anthony with this one, and he took him a second.
Not the Olas, not Johnny O and Billy O.
Anthony said absolutely. Anthony, Billy O would go to the older siblings. Younger siblings would get Johnny.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be so good. So, as
If
of
we,
active players, if we don't use retirees,
I think we have to take the Willis.
the Willises would have to double dip. So that means the
Correct.
younger team would get Austin.
Correct.
So you're content on the younger siblings winning this game.
Oh yeah, we're fucking winning, bro. It's me, Jarrett, Joe, Austin, and then we have Gage. By the way, Gage is the one who need to win B. I need that boy to get some A experience.
I know who you were talking about. I know you're referring to.
I don't know if the masses knew. But selfishly, I need Gage to get to A. Because this game is way more important than any A championship and unlimited game. You can't lose You can't lose the fucking family. Are you kidding me?
That'd be a tough game, dude.
Yeah, man. I remember I told Eric LaPlante this at the last Minnesota invite. I'm like, there's knocking out a team in the tournament, and then there's knocking out family in the tournament. Because I knocked out Anthony.
It's a big difference.
Game went shot. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't be out here losing the fucking family. Kidding me?
Man. I don't know if I can pick a winner in that one, man. That would be a very competitive game.
Come on. You know who you're picking.
No, I'm not putting myself on blast any more than I already do on this podcast, okay? I'm gonna leave well enough alone for that one. Nah.
Come on. Younger siblings are winning, bro.
I don't know, man. Anthony, LaPlante, Barrett. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Come on. Knock it off.
Comment below. Who wins?
Come on.
Then on the other side of the bracket, you got the blacks versus the Latinos. And we have to split the bracket now because the Willises will have to double dip. So that means it's myself, Austin, Kalen, Carl, and Kendrick Brunson. And that would be going against, and it's contingent because he didn't play this year, but we assume he's playing next year. It'd be Chris Flores, Eddie, Greg Garcia, Mario, and Raphael.
It's a good game.
That's a good game.
I do think the Latinos are winning that one.
Only because it's Raphael. If I have another Latino, I kick his ass off the fucking team.
That's why you need the comments. That's why you need the sentences below.
I know. That's why we need to. If you're a Latino that wants to play Whirlyball, and I don't know you're a Latino, you need to let me know.
Yeah.
So, but I think that team is unfortunately going to be held back a little bit by the inexperience of Kendrick. And that's what I think is going to be your team's problem with Gage. Gage can play. Gage has skills, but he has nothing compared to experience compared to everybody else.
Gage will be all right. Gage will be just fine.
Yeah, okay.
All right. We got Joe Tiffany, bro.
Okay.
It sounds like you're picking the older sibling team.
What did that matter? What did that matter in A this year? What did that matter? How'd Joe Tiffany's team do this year? Huh? How'd they do? I'll wait.
Listen.
I got nothing but time. I'll wait.
Listen. All right. Would our team be better than his A team?
What, the older siblings or the younger sibling team better than his A team?
Yeah.
With Gage?
Gage is all right.
I mean, Gage's a good player. He's just not there yet. Not yet.
Listen, I think Gage could potentially be better than maybe one person on his A team. I won't name drop, but
maybe. And then the other side of the bracket, along with the blacks and Latinos, will be husband-wives or couples. We decided to just go couples because we needed to add an extra team, right?
Yeah. Well, so unless we didn't have 5, yeah. So, but couples, yeah.
Right. So we have Austin and Kelsey Carter,
Correct.
Dan and Sarah Doherty,
Correct.
Sean and Cheryl Mooney,
Yep.
Tracy and Bill Z. Right? I ain't trying to pronounce the last name. I'm gonna butcher it. So
yeah, no, fuck it.
And then we had to add one couple, right? Who was the couple?
I believe Scott McCarthy and Julie, I believe, right?
I hope that's accurate. If we said it wrong,
if you all are together, I'm sorry about your luck.
Right, you are now for this game.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Facebook says they're still official. So
chill. I think your upset of the tournament happens right here.
You think so?
I think the wives can take the husbands. Because, I mean, the husbands, they have only a whirlyball game to lose. But at home, they have everything to lose.
I mean, listen, Mooney commented last night that he said he's willing to sleep on the couch for the win.
Listen, but you got to have 4 other teammates on the same page. I say, if it happened, the husbands just casually throw the game and work their way through losers because they face the loser of the blacks and the Latinos. So I say they have a better shot at beating one of those teams and just let the wives face the winner of the blacks and the Latinos and just go from there.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, because listen, but do you really want that? Could you imagine you're in the middle of a fight with your wife and she'd be like, remember when we beat you at Whirlyball? It'd come up. You know it would.
Yes.
You know it would.
But it would be so worth it.
Listen, if I had a spouse that I was playing against, yeah, dude, I'm winning. I don't care. It's win at all costs. You can't be second best. You can't be second best in your house.
In your own home?
Yeah, you can't be second best.
I mean, doesn't Dan have to deal with that already?
Yeah, so this game, I mean, this would be Dan's Super Bowl at this point.
It'd be the redemption arc.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, all right, so hit me with it. Who? So on the one side, it's older, younger, father, son. We're taking the fathers, right?
Yeah, we're taking fathers.
So that means it would be. So you're taking younger. So it'd be younger versus fathers in the next round.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I got us.
Now we substitute Gary.
You have to.
Or DeWitt. If we put DeWitt on that team, it's DeWitt, Clint Fisher, James Gill, John Weber, and Eric. And then you, Joe Tip. Yeah, you guys are winning, aren't you?
Dude, it's literally Reg James. Just don't let James play, and we win.
You think he can single-handedly win a game, though?
James?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, that'd be... Oh.
Don't let James play.
Be a tough one. That'd be a tough one.
Yeah. No, we're winning, though.
So then on the opposite side, so you're taking the husbands.
Yeah, I'm taking the husband.
You're taking the husbands and you're taking the Latinos.
Yeah,
so who wins between the Latinos and the husbands?
That's
got to be the Latinos, right?
Yeah, the LWO, the Latino World Order.
LWO.
Yeah. they definitely win. Yeah, they're definitely winning.
Listen, Chili, you can fuck off. All right, we're beating the Latinos. All right, we're beating the husbands, and then we're gonna get absolutely ransacked by you motherfuckers. However, actually, no, it would still be fucking competitive. I think, yeah, that's a good team. We just need to get Kendrick up to speed, and it would be all right. Unless it's in Michigan. If Kendrick don't travel, you know who we get then, right?
You get our uncle?
We get Unc.
Uncle Carlton? I know he's banned from Whirlyball, but maybe you should get the Black James Gill out of retirement.
We have a better chance of getting Leonard out of retirement.
Yeah. Well, when he's not, I mean, one person's shadow banned, the other one's not.
I know. We can listen. Shout out to Leonard, who's got his cute little family. He's doing well. doing big things.
But
But
he
man,
needs to
I
be.
miss that man.
He needs to be in this race war. That
He needs to be in this race war.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
You know.
What? So
What was that?
we're missing one group, and that's the that's the Asians.
Yeah.
We need a group for the Asians for a playing
No.
game.
The Asians we can fill. We can fill the Asians.
I know we could fill it, but they don't have an opponent, is what I'm saying.
Come on, you know who their opponent is. It's the Dream Team, minus the younger sibling team. But
we're not putting the whites.
It's the whites.
That's not even fun. It's not even fun.
Listen, did we? So the whites, right? We were trying to take somebody from every center at that point, right?
Yeah, we were going to take one person from every center. Yes.
So I think the whites, we were going to take what? Brad Peters, and then Snowy.
Oh no! Wait! What you can do is do the non-wives of Whirlyball. You can do the girls.
We do need the girls. Yes,
we can do the girls.
We can do the girls.
So against the Asians, the women, Christy, right? That's the captain of that team, without question.
Without question.
Alex is another good one from Chicago.
Brandy,
B champion.
Yep. They got 2 A players on that team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would fill out that team nicely though? Because we have a lot of women to select from.
We do. I mean, I think they would have to scout.
Yeah, I think they'd have to scout for those last 2 spots.
They'd have to scout. Yeah, because technically Julie got taken, so she's out.
So Brandy and Christy, if you're listening, scout for those last 3 spots because you got to go against the Asians in round 1. So what we got? Sam Kim, Sean Morad, Brad Patinia, Chiquan, and
we got Steve.
Steve, right?
We can also use Rick Morad because technically he didn't make a team either.
But he's like a scout. he can get in on. He can get on the older team. There's a couple teams.
Or do we need Ricky? Or do we need Rick to ref the Hall of Fame game?
No, because he's the 10th player. I don't have 11. He would have to play in the Hall of Fame game.
If we break people out of retirement, like if the Michigan guys play, right? So that could be potentially 3.
Wait, who's the 3rd? We got
Billy.
Tom Benavides,
Arkell and Billy.
That's right. So yeah, we got the Hall of Fame game. It says Gil's got to play twice.
Yeah, I think
Joe's got to play twice. Clint's got to play twice. Christy's got to play twice. Sam's got to play twice. And Jeremy.
Yep, and then Rick's reffing.
The Hall of Fame game.
Just know that game will be within 2 points until the last minute, no matter how it goes.
Facts. So
Rick with his fictitious scoring.
So let us know in the Whirlyball community on future podcasts. Would you like to see a format like this? Either you have a tournament or a race war or a sibling war or a Hall of Fame game instead of the dry ass, stale ass, boring ass, unlimited teams. What would be more entertaining? Let us know.
Are you not entertained?
I mean, they're great players, but we're staggering those great players now in the sibling wars and the race wars and the husband-wife wars and the father-son wars. You still get to see your favorite whirlyballers play, just in a different format.
I'm telling you, man, that older younger sibling game would be that'd be the most important game of my weekend. I ain't fucking losing, bro.
I want to see all of these games. except
I
father
do
son,
too.
because that's a blowout.
Nah, man.
Father son is a blowout.
It's a blow up. I still want to see it.
I would like to see women. I would like to see the women of Whirlyball versus the Asians. I like
Yeah,
to see that.
yeah,
Christy going against freaking Sam Kim, like the good old days. Well, the current
yeah,
days, technically.
yeah. Still
Current
current.
days.
Still current.
Yeah, man. That'd be so much fun.
Oh, hey, the women's team. You could put Nina on that team.
Nina, right?
Yeah, right,
Right. Right.
right, right. Am I right?
I mean, am I right? Am I right? So comment down below. Like you said, what would you rather see? Would you like to see this in addition to the Unlimited tournament? Because I know tradition and blah 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 blah. But I think the Whirlyball community needs some spice. We need a little bit of spice. And I think Chill and I have come up with the way to do it. Just saying.
I feel like somebody's gonna argue for the Brads team, the all Brads team.
I don't give a if your first name is Brad. You got the most generic name on the damn planet. Fuck off, Brad. We can go Brad. Fuck you if your name is Brad. Okay. All right, Brad Elkey. Fuck you. Brad Dobies. Fuck you. You know, Brad Patenia. Fuck you.
Peters.
Nah, I like Peters. That's my homie. That's my homie. What's the other one? Oh, Reading.
Reading. It's a double.
Who are they go against? Who are they go against? What common ass name is left in Whirlyball?
I'm just saying it doesn't have to be a common name. I'm just giving out categories.
It has to be. Oh, my name's Brad, and I'm good at Whirlyball. You might want to see that shit. Brad. Fuck all Brads. Except Peters. That's my homie. Anywho, I think we did a great job tonight, Chill.
I think so, man. This is one of our longer podcasts. We certainly covered a lot.
Yeah, because there's fun categories. And the next fun one is going to be the top 10 list. So that'll be a good time.
Yeah. So just to let you know, our next podcast will be the top 10 list. If you want to start kissing our ass in the comments,
to make ye list.
To make the list, just know if you are, unless if you are an A player, you're not going to be on mine. Just pointing that out now.
C players, you got a chance on mine, baby.
All right, so, but I know I know one man that's been lobbying to move up on the list, and I'll give him a little taste here. Kyle, I think you're going to move up. So
I think it's about time we move up, Kyle.
Yeah, I think I'm going to move up Kyle. So but we'll see here. I'm still watching all the games here. So
we got film. We got film to watch.
I do got film. So just know I'm putting a lot of thought
Freak,
into these
of course.
lists.
Thank you to the Whirly Freak.
Whirly Freak, Jeff Jackson. Thank you.
Yeah, everybody that contributes to the production that has grown this game. It's incredible how far we've come in just a matter of years with production, pictures, podcasts. It's truly awesome to see, and I appreciate that. And we want to thank obviously Noah, Steve, and Mark for giving us the green light to do our own thing over here. It's been awesome, and we look forward to continuing this thing. So be on the lookout for the top 10 list. Be on the lookout for interviews with Luke. And Kyle Phillips, Michael Langenfeld, they'll be on soon enough to get in these Whirlyball streets. And yeah, man, I think that's it for the night, bro. I think we had a good time. Make sure to listen to those other podcasts.
Yeah, man. Again, listen to the Seattle podcast, Chicago. I assume Chicago is probably going to put out some content soon. Again, they do a great job. I know they have a more elaborate scheme. So I know theirs is probably a little bit tougher, but they do a great job. So again, give them a like, a follow. I think they do it on YouTube and Twitch.
Twitch, yeah.
So again, man, give the Chicago guys some love. They do great. again, thank you to everybody that ran the tournament. Thank you to the staff. Again, thank you to everybody, Jay, Noah, and Jeff Jackson, Gus, for all the
The
stuff y'all do.
mechanics. The mechanics. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, man. Well, we hit the hour and a half mark. We did a great job. I think we're going to call it there. And we'll see you with the top 10 list on the next episode of War in the World East Edition.